Good evening. You're now with me, Lorenzo Isaac, for TVS Nightline. We begin with this story. A new 450-meter access route connecting the Pan-Borneo Highway to Selangau town is set to boost economic growth in the area. Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Douglas Ugahmbas says the 3.9 million ringgit project is designed to improve access for local residents and attract more visitors who previously had to take a longer route to reach Selangau.
Because before this, they have to have a long road to go back to Ada Sibu or going out from Selangau. So the people here requested for this access. This access is cuma 450 meters and cost us 3.9 million. And they're doing it for 1 year. And then we also bantu ini district office supaya ada tempat parking dan sebagainya. So I think according to district officials now, this is a very popular road sekarang. It is senang untuk membantu rakyat masuk to Pasar Selangau.
Ugah adds that the improved connectivity will boost economic growth by supporting new developments, including a market and food court, enhancing the town's appeal as a stopover destination. At the same time, he expresses appreciation to the Sarawak Public Works Department for completing the project despite facing several challenges in its early stages. Meanwhile, Ugah announced that the 81 million ringgit SMK Selangau project has reached nearly 65% completion ahead of schedule and is on track for completion by year end. He says construction has progressed smoothly despite challenges, including adverse weather and the project's remote location. The new school will accommodate 400 students, featuring 18 classrooms, male and female hostels, a dining hall, and 20 teachers' quarters. It will also include sport facilities, laboratories, covered walkways, a guardhouse, a student waiting area, perimeter fencing, and built-in furniture. Sarawak Premier Dato' Peninggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg earlier this morning visited the grave of his late wife, Puan Sri Dato' Amar Jumaani Tun Tuanku Bujang, to mark the first anniversary of her passing. The Premier was accompanied by his daughter, Dayang Nur Jihan, during the visit at the Semariang Muslim Cemetery, where they offered prayers and poured scented water over the grave. A tribute shared on the Premier's official Facebook page, Sarawakku, reflected on the enduring memory of Jumaani, describing her as a steadfast partner and an unwavering source of strength throughout his personal and political journey. The state tribute also highlighted her lasting legacy among Sarawakian communities, remembering her as a humble, gentle, and approachable figure whose genuine warmth endeared her to people from all walks of life. The memorial update concluded with solemn Islamic prayers for her soul, seeking divine forgiveness and for her to be placed among the righteous in paradise. Puan Sri Dato' Amar Jumaani passed away at the age of 76 at 3:34 a.m. on June 23, 2025 at the Normah Medical Specialist Centre in Kuching. Sarawak's proposed velodrome project has encountered temporary delays due to unresolved land tenure negotiations with the federal government. According to the state's Youth, Sports and Entrepreneur Development Minister, Dato' Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah, the strategic site adjacent to the Sarawak Sports Complex is currently registered under the Federal Land Commissioner, posing a hurdle for the state government to proceed with the project's development. The 27.5-hectare site was originally earmarked for the relocation of the Sarawak Contingent Police Headquarters from Jalan Badruddin to Petrajaya. However, the police force later decided against the moving plan, leaving the land exclusively under federal registration. The disputed tract has since been absorbed into the Active Malaysia Agreement 1963 negotiations for reclamation.
You see, we make an arrangement way many years ago whereby Badaruddin, where the police headquarters was supposed to be, it was supposed to shift to Petrajaya. Diberi tanah 68 ekar. Few years after that, federal government, pihak polis kata, we don't want to move. You don't want to move? The land sudah diregister, the new land dah diregister di bawah Federal Land Commissioner.
Abdul Karim adds that if nationwide negotiations stall, the state can legally reclaim the area under the provisions of the Sarawak Land Code for public development purposes. Aside from a velodrome, the reclaimed zone will also host a new driving range and a rugby pitch. While the final costing remains speculative until plans are finalized, preliminary estimates require roughly 150 to 200 million ringgit for the velodrome infrastructure. The development runs concurrently with upgrades to the existing squash, shooting and archery facilities in the surrounding area. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim says the government will develop housing for civil servants with lower rental rates in an effort to look after the welfare of the group. Anwar says this is because he found that civil servants were facing serious problems with house rent during his visit to several states such as Penang, Perak, Johor and Negeri Sembilan.
Masalah yang dihadapi penjawat awam itu serius, iaitu kadar sewa meningkat. Walaupun kita naikkan gaji mereka di antara 15 maksimal 30%, tapi kadang-kadang kalau di Johor Bahru, di Kuala Lumpur, di Seremban, di Ipoh tak dapat menampung kadar sewa yang meningkat.
Anwar says the government will utilize land owned by agencies such as the Royal Malaysian Customs Department and PDRM to develop the low-cost rental housing. The Israeli military's construction of a new illegal base in the Palestinian territory of Jenin has sparked fresh concerns over its presence in the occupied West Bank. As Israel continues to act as if it's above international law, Palestinians say the move could eventually lead to the full annexation of their land by Israel. RT correspondent Charlotte Dubenskich reports from Jenin.
This is Jenin. Calm on the surface, scratch that, and Israel fears this is still a hotbed for militants. So much so, it says it needs to secure the area. Entering parts of the city is dangerous, so we take a local guide.
For the first time since the 1990s, when the Oslo Accords were signed, Israel's military is building a base here in Area A in Jenin in the West Bank. It's being constructed on the hill above us behind this building. Now, this is significant because this Area A is supposed to be fully under the control of the Palestinian Authority. This is meant to be the safest space in the West Bank for Palestinians to build homes, to live their lives. No longer, says Jenin's mayor.
It's a complete cancellation of the Oslo Agreement, and also a dangerous indicator that shows they intend to reoccupy Jenin completely under these current conditions. Whether in security matters, economic matters, or other issues, many aspects of the agreement have been violated. But this violation is completely different. This is the actual physical embodiment of Israeli forces redeploying again inside Area A.
Mohammed had only completed the build on his new home 3 months ago when the army came knocking at the door. He had 10 minutes to leave.
Last Tuesday they came and told me I had 10 minutes to hand over my house. I asked them how it would be possible to hand over my house in 10 minutes. If I wash my face and get dressed, 10 minutes will pass. This was all in an official paper. We received the orders. We are just inmates.
Never had it entered Mohammed's head that a home built on Area A land could be seized.
Area A is 100% under the Palestinian Authority. You couldn't have even imagined that the army would take even 1% of it. Agreements like Oslo are supposed to prevent this. You would never think Area A would be taken. Areas B and C are areas they always take and build in, but Area A never. It was unimaginable. They want to control the West Bank, not just Jenin. They want something more dangerous. They want to erase the refugee issue and the camps.
Perhaps that was naive, especially as 18 months ago the IDF cleared people from the refugee camp in the city. Thousands and thousands forced to flee their homes, part of the biggest displacement of Palestinians since the 1967 war.
So today, as you can see, we are sitting here with nothing left. Even if they put me in a palace, I will return to the camp. Even if it is in a tent, I want to return home, even though they demolished my house and turned it into a road. But there is no other choice. Where do we go?
When the soldiers started going in, killing whomever was in front of them, wounding whomever was in front of them, they no longer distinguished between the elderly or small children. Whoever was in front of them got shot.
Much of the Jenin refugee camp now lays in ruins. There's nowhere for people to return home to. As we try to get closer to where the military is working on construction of the new base, we are seen and stopped.
Next time you can't come here because
they make it clear we're not welcome and check our footage. The IDF says the military post is needed to prevent the Jenin camp from becoming a hub for terror activity again. It says this is about strengthening security and stability for those living in the area. What it means, perhaps, is for Israeli civilians. In April, Israel officially recognized two settlements, Kadim and Ganim, just east of Jenin. Both were abandoned in 2005, but are now being re-established.
There is a clear connection between the settlement plan and the settlement project, and that a base is being built inside the city, in addition to other bases on the eastern borders of the city. I believe that this reality will change the features of the West Bank, and I warned from the beginning that Israel is seeking to create a new reality there.
For many in Jenin, this is a big step towards full annexation of the West Bank by Israel. If Area A is no longer safe, where else is there for Palestinians to go? Charlotte Dubinsky for RT in Jenin, Palestine.
At least 101 million Europeans have endured several days of extreme heat, with authorities saying several hundred deaths are believed to be linked to the heat wave, including children, with many drowning in an attempt to escape the intense heat. Hospitals across Europe are reportedly overwhelmed as temperatures soared to record highs, with authorities warning of more heat waves to come. In France, a 3-year-old boy was found dead in a car in the suburbs of Paris, where temperatures topped 40 degrees Celsius on Wednesday. According to the French sports minister on Friday, at least 55 people have drowned amid a severe heat wave. Meanwhile, health services in France and the United Kingdom report a sharp rise in emergency calls and hospital visits, with the elderly and sick most affected. French authorities say emergency room visits for heat-related illnesses have increased fourfold alongside a surge in cardiac arrest cases. In London, ambulance services reported the highest number of life-threatening emergency calls in a single day as the extreme heat continues to grip the region. In Spain, official data indicates 212 deaths between Sunday and Wednesday may be linked to extreme heat. Italian media also reported 5 heat-related deaths, including 2 farm workers and a builder, while the Netherlands has also issued its first ever red alert over extreme heat. Get all the updates you need all in one app. TVS Inspire brings you live updates on events, news and programs. Available now on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. TVS Inspire will on your screen anytime, anywhere. Those were the updates on TVS Nightline. I'm Lorenzo Isaac. Thank you for watching and have a good night.